So talk about it.
Hi, I'm going to show you how to assemble the bioscope. These are its components, and it's got these tech sites. There are about 40 plus some more here, and then there are these icons. There are about 27. So at a time on the bioscope you can have 40 tech sites and about 27 icons. I've got a few extras here. This is everything in the bioscope kit or toolkit or whatever, and additionally there's a kind of extendable pole which is used to suspend it. Okay, so I'm going to put these aside. The backdrop is in 4 parts. Then as you see, it's got layers, so it's very simple to assemble. Because the same thing, it's quite easy. I'm just a little careful because of the ceramic magnets inside. None of them have broken so far, but I think if it is handled roughly, there is a chance of the magnets breaking. So all that I'm doing is making sure that the zip is aligned. I'm just going to separate them, and all the magnets snap on to the other side, so they were kept in a way that the poles matched before they were inserted into the fabric and stitched in. So it's a very intelligent backdrop in that sense, because it's been engineered and crafted in a way that it latches on seamlessly. There, it just zips. Nothing comes in the way. It doesn't bite into the fabric or something. Just the magnets sometimes, and you have to just push them aside, which is not a problem. I've got the loops here for the buttons. So like once I button it on this side, you can see that it is pretty much seamless. There's one extra string which I tie with the other thing so that I can tighten it as much as I want, but tight enough to kind of allow it to expand a little bit, but not too much. Just enough to hold the cloth together, because the weight and the tension is like from top to the bottom, and this is more the side, so we don't have to really worry too much about it. So just making sure this is it. You'll see here is there these loops along the length. There's the pole. It's an extendable, dismantleable pole. It's marked in the middle. I put in a baton from here and a baton from here, drilled it through and put these poles. This is the pole I'm using, but there's another extendable variation that I have. So what I'm going to do now is slide this through into the bioscope. I'm going to put the bioscope up on the wall, okay? Just pick up the sides and latch them on. It's quite a cathartic experience to do this. I thought when I do my examination I might talk about the sites as I put them, which might be an interesting thing, because I didn't want to talk about the same thing that is there in the dissertation. You can proximity map these. One of my ways to proximity map it would be like to say sites which are important for clinicians, which are important for caregivers, which are important for patients, and it could be like if the color changes, then the central sites could be about caregivers, and the ones around it could be about the central sites could be for patients, the ones around it could be about caregivers, and the ones outside of that could be about the for the clinicians. So depending on the stakeholder, right? And suppose I take it to a hospital, I could just take this one square if I'm talking with this one quarter if I'm talking to the clinicians, or if I'm going to a church, you know, in a cemetery, I might just take one quarter and have all the sites for caregivers and maybe for the post-mortem there. So that's why the sites are not fixed, because it might have been easy to stitch it. The act of putting it up is performative for me. It could be displayed or it could be on a table. So the backdrop is modular. Having content like this, it's transferable to a book, it is transferable to exhibitions. You can make sites out of it, like a website, or you could make it as a pack of cards or a ceramic mural. Would be nice, kind of. I'll definitely make a pack of cards to show how it is transferable before. So there it is. I'm just going to latch on these little sites, and death is beautiful. By making death beautiful, we can make it more accessible. I imagine it in the Peter Mac gallery, for example, and people can come and look at it and talk about it, like a cartography of death. And I think, yeah, you can change them around. It's been hanging here in this place for a few months now.
This is my daddy's bicycle. He made it, and it's about death.